Well, I think what these religions are doing is that they are interacting with this same intuition. The grandiosity comes in the sense that I don't think we're dealing with the God who hung the stars like lamps in heaven, what Milton said. That's some whole other scale. But what we're dealing with is something like the God of biology, that there is something on this planet that we have completely overlooked. I mean, look at the situation. We emerged from, berry picking to photographing Europa in about 1 million years. Well, life has been on this planet, higher animal life. I don't just mean algae and lichens and like that. I mean higher animal life has been running around on this planet for 300 million years. Well, how many, biology is a engine of strategies. How many peculiar byways of evolution might be pursued, explored, and then perhaps quenched on that kind of a time scale? So we assume the only kind of intelligence there can be is our kind. But then the psychedelic introduces us, and then we have a limited number of choices. After you fiddle with psilocybin for a while, the question of whether or not there is an alien intelligence becomes moot. There is an alien intelligence. And then the question is, what is it? And the choices are, and maybe you can help me add more, the choices are, it is a straightforward B-movie extraterrestrial of some sort that is, God knows for what reason, but coming at us through this. That's one possibility. It is the Gaian mind in some version of that. In other words, it's the integrated intelligence of the biome of the planet that, because probably of the historical crisis, is actually noticed us and is trying to twiddle our knobs in some dimension we're not even aware of. So that's it. Extraterrestrial, Gaian mind could be some strange technological experiment launched from the future. In other words, since these things can communicate with us, since they seem to have some kind of value system related to our problems, maybe they are human beings of some sort. Perhaps it's a time travel project in some distant century that has decided that the key screw-up occurred in the 20th century and they're going back trying to twiddle the knob. Notice that these theories have greater and lesser levels of elegance, and I'm not advocating any one. Here's one that I think is interesting and mildly alarming. This is the shamanic one. That these that this entity, this contact, whatever it is somehow coming from the afterworld. That this is a project launched from an ecology of souls. That somehow the erasure of the boundary between the living and the dead is what is at stake here. I mean, now this is from, raised as logical positivists, this is the one you would choose last. I think it's much easier to believe in meddling extraterrestrials than that, Uncle Herman and Aunt Fanny are somehow reaching in from the great beyond, yeah.